Lucy, college football is your area of expertise. One of them.
Week 0 felt like a fart. I'm just going to say it.
Shut up.
I mean, the Notre Dame blowout game. I was watching Mercer and what was it? Which Alabama? Something?
Someone didn't watch Hawaii Vanderbilt.
South Alabama versus Mercer.
It was awesome. It was great. Yep. I don't know what you're talking about. It was so awesome. There was a 0-yard punt this weekend. 0 yards.
There was a quarterback who threw the ball with his face mask behind his head.
Navy.
All
right, I'm back.
So
Navy.
Awesome. That was Sam Hartman showed up with a necklace made out of his own ribs.
All right.
Explain more.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
We're so back.
Back for his 17th season as a college football quarterback.
Just minus one rib.
Is that Martinez kid still playing college football in Kansas somewhere?
Pros, I think.
If you tell me Bo
Not in
Nix
Kansas.
is still in college, I'm going to punch somebody.
You should go to New York because they have a giant billboard of him saying Bo for Heisman.
Adrian Martinez is on the Lions?
Yes.
With Dan Campbell?
Wait,
Yes.
I was joking. Bo Nix is still playing?
Yes.
It's a Heisman season
Oh
for
my
our boy.
God.
Yeah.
You weren't there. You weren't listening to the show last week. Lucy, I wanted to talk to you about something. I thought it would be funny if in his last few years at ESPN, if Stugotz, if you can turn down your computer while we're doing
I'll
the
try,
show, I'd
yeah.
appreciate it.
I didn't
'cause I'm
turn it
trying-
up. I don't
I'm
know who
trying-
did that.
I'm trying
That's
to do
weird.
the show
Who was
there.
here last week?
If you can help
Lewis.
us. Not
Does
you?
he know how to
Were
mute
you
a
not
computer?
here this week? Did you take my brother's passing to take more vacation? Is that
Well, he
what you
needed
did?
time to process.
Yeah, it hit me hard. I mean,
He was in Buffalo, remember, listening to the walls.
yep. That's where I was, giving you the scuttlebutt.
Did you just learn that he wasn't here last week? It's been an adventure. Jess is in Ireland.
Where's Tony?
Still,
He's in Europe for 3 weeks. More time than I spent when I had a kid.
I turned it down.
You turned what down?
The computer.
Jeremy got married while you were gone also.
Really?
A lot's gone on.
Huh.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Tony took my honeymoon, apparently.
I thought that the last few years at ESPN, that Herm Edwards, every time he was talking on the screen, that they should have put in the graphic under him 2-22 in his last 24 games as an NFL head coach. He parlayed being good at television to getting an Arizona State job that he turned into a total mountain of shit. And nobody seems to care at all what happened at Arizona State with Herm Edwards. Lucy, tell the people what happened there.
I care quite a bit. So yesterday, Arizona State announced that they will be self-imposing a postseason ban this year, which is wild because the NCAA doesn't make you do that anymore. They're not like handing out postseason bans because when Herm Edwards was at Arizona State, he said, you know what? I'm not going to learn a single rule. That is not my prerogative. And he absolutely sent that home. Arizona State has so many recruiting violations coming their way. It's alleged to be worse than what we saw at Tennessee when they were handing out like McDonald's bags full of money. And so Arizona State's football program is pretty much buried right now. They're going to lose a ton of scholarships. They already have this weird postseason ban. And when Herm Edwards got fired after losing at home to Eastern Michigan, he basically got a job back at ESPN like the next day and has yet to address anything that's happened. No one has asked him a single question about what has happened.
So brutal for those seniors to learn yesterday. Hey, we're not going to be playing for a bowl at all.
5 days before their season starts, they learn they have no shot at a bowl.
I mean,
which
were
is
they gonna
wild.
make a bowl? I mean, come on, what are we doing
They
here?
Boca
probably-
Raton Bowl.
I gave myself a bowl ban too. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything
They
if I'm not going.
probably were not, but I thought they made a really good hire with Kenny Dillingham. They had a better shot. They have a really talented quarterback. It was not out of the question, and it's wild because they didn't need to do it. Like, the NCAA was not going to punish all these players on the roster who weren't even there when Herm Edwards was.
What an exceptional grift, though. To work in such a shadowy, nobody cares about Arizona State football purgatory that you get to just have huge scandal, losses, failure, and you go right back to the job that you had before and don't take any questions. You go to work for a media company that then doesn't ask you any questions about the scandal that was left in your wake.
How many people watching ESPN when Herm showed up for the first day were like, oh, it's been a while since I've seen Herm. Where was he the last few years? Just not even knowing he had coached in college for a few years. Oh, look, it's Herm.
I don't even think that it was long enough that people noticed that he was gone. I think it was yeah, Herm's part of the show. Must be out this week, vacation.